Hello everybody. In this video, I like to talk about the importance of shooting back through smokes as a terrorist. So when a counter-terrorist puts down a smoke and they just shoot through it, maybe you take damage. And why should you not be able to hurt them back? And you should be able to, and you can. There's calculations and things, which I'll show later, that help with it as well. But if we look in this video, my team just starts running up cat with a guy shooting back at them, and they don't even care. They just try to run through it, and we're actually pretty lucky. I say we're lucky because we only got shot once, and that's good considering my team didn't even scare the 5-7 off. They just ran through it hoping they wouldn't get hit. And, you know, what are the problems with that? Well, if you're just hoping you don't get hit and you do, well, maybe you take damage and later on you die in the round because you took unnecessary damage. And maybe we lose a few people, and that's a lot of economy lost. Like maybe we lose a few AKs. So that's the reason that you should shoot back at them, to at least make them not shoot at you again. The other reason, of course, is you can do damage to them, or you can kill them, and that's just great. So now we're going to go back, we're looking at my perspective, and how I try to calculate with tracers how to shoot at the counter-terrorists.
Counter-terrorists win.
Okay, so when you have a smoke right here, and it's on Xbox, that means the terrorists can't see any of this, and the counter-terrorists can't see any of this. But obviously the counter-terrorists can guess that there are people mid, because it's dust, and what terrorist team wouldn't send anybody mid? So he's just going to start firing here and hurting us. And we should shoot back at him to make him at least stop. So when you see a bullet come like this, it's pretty obvious where it's coming from, right? If you see a tracer doing this, you can just follow the line back, and the person's somewhere here. You know, like see, almost on the line right there. Now, how can you tell the difference between if they're standing here, here, or here? Well, you can use elevation and distance. So, for example, if someone's standing here and shooting this way, the bullet is going to have a higher arc because it's a closer distance going from this low elevation to this high cat elevation. And if they're farther back at a higher elevation, it's going to have a more horizontal line than it would if it was here. And you can use that, you can calculate it really quick, it's not hard at all. And you just shoot back through the smoke and you can hit them. And as you see, you can see the tracers coming in. I'll put it at a half speed. You can see the tracers, even at normal speed. And what I do is I look at the tracer and I see where it's coming from. And I just shoot back at the person. It's really not that hard. A few bullets did 58 damage and it scared the person off mid. So how does this help my team, per se? Well, my team was doing a cat rush. Just a 5-man cat. A little bit weird, of course, we had no long, but that's what they wanted to do, so I went along with it. And we're just taking damage from this guy. Maybe he does more damage, so that would hurt us, but this time he didn't. Well, this forced this guy off mid right here, because he got scared. It would either force him this way or into CT spawn. Luckily for us this time, it forced him not into B, but you know, closer here. And we went up cat, and it was a pretty easy round for us. We had a guy drop off and kill this guy actually. But it was really helpful because he couldn't get as quick a rotation as he wanted. They also didn't know where we were exactly, things like that. And these are reasons why I think people should start to learn the mathematics behind shooting back through smokes. Because, for example, on Mirage, a lot of people jump on the car and maybe the CT has an AK or something and they're shooting through. You can see all the bullets coming in. Sometimes I get some pretty cool headshots as a terrorist through smoke. Just because I look at the tracer and I see where it's coming from, and it's an easy kill. And I think it's something that a lot of people could study and get better at. Because things like that, if I knew perfectly where this guy was, maybe I'm here and I just headshot this guy. And that would be amazing. That's a 5v4 with 135 left on the clock. That's amazing.